Oh, shit. Here we go again.
And I promise you this, above all else, I'm going to be more obnoxious, more overbearing, and I'm going to make you all learn to love it because you'll have no choice.
It's time!
Welcome to the Probably Wrong Podcast. Tony, Mike, Dave, the boys are caffeinated and aggravated, and we're about to take it out on you.
No, he didn't do it.
What was it? Was it? Oh, jeez, I forgot. I already forgot. Woo!
Does it? It feels like it's been longer than a week, right?
It has. It's been a long week. It really has.
It's been
Because that was last week. We didn't have a week off, did we?
No.
We got right back at it.
Yeah. No, I it does feel it's been a long week.
He's already stumbling over his words.
Yeah, I had to work
You know what'll
Saturday
fix
and
it?
A little alert. You're going with the MK10 Energy Rush Fruit Punch.
Absolutely delicious.
It tastes
Absolutely
like
delicious.
Tastes like Kool-Aid on steroids.
It tastes like a properly made Kool-Aid. Because a lot of
Properly, okay, fair, very
a lot
fair.
of people don't put enough sugar or put enough Kool-Aid mix in it. And they overwater it.
Or too much water, yes.
It's a perfectly made Kool-Aid every time.
Yep, and Kerry was talking about that last night, how sometimes when you make Kool-Aid, it's inconsistent.
Yeah.
And that is perfect.
2 scoops. I don't even know.
Whatever. 12 ounces of water, good to go.
Delicious. So, I went to something pretty fun Monday night.
I had a feeling we would talk about this. I'm looking forward to this. I got to be careful.
So, first, this is I know you're going to be careful. So, this is what I found out on. So, I went to Midget Wrestling at Barrett's Ale House on Monday.
Yes.
And it was awesome. But I found out none of them wanted to be called little people. They all said, no, we're midgets. They said, you decided to call us little people.
Oh, interesting.
And
It's kind of like how we took away the Cleveland Indians
And
when
the
they were
Redskins.
named after an Indian, and the Redskins. And they're like, wait a second. And we got rid of Aunt Jemima. Meanwhile, Aunt Jemima's family is like, hey, we're collecting a paycheck here.
Yeah. So they were, no, we are midgets. This is midget wrestling. You're all the shirts say midgets. We're midgets. And I'm like, okay.
But I do believe...
I'm like, society has taught me to say that.
Yeah, I know, and you try to be proper, and you try to be...
But the guy was like, no. He's like,
yeah, they tell you
we didn't say that.
they tell you it's offensive.
yeah.
The word midget is offensive.
Yeah.
Well, who decided that?
To them, it's not. And let me tell you, I was pleasantly surprised with the show.
I had a feeling it would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. It really was. I mean, the wrestlers, am I going to say the wrestling was fantastic?
No, probably
No,
not.
but for the size that they were, I mean, they put on a good show.
And they give it their all, right?
And the MC was out there, and he really likes to get the crowd riled up. He wants the crowd talking shit. They're talking shit back. It was really cool. I wish I would have known how good it was going to be.
Huh.
So, and me and my buddy Kenny both said, you know what, if this comes back around again, we're doing this again.
So if it comes back, do we go,
Yes.
Dave?
Yes, we need
We're going.
Yeah.
Is this like a traveling thing? They travel around the country?
They do
or?
28 shows a month.
Wow, all right.
Yep.
So they're wrestling almost every night.
Yeah, and they're raising a ton of money.
28 shows, that's every day.
Yeah, pretty much.
They must
That's
get
about-
their body.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out because they donate. The guy kept saying, he goes, all this 50-50 and all this money that we're selling this stuff for, he goes, all goes to Wounded Warriors.
Wow, good for them.
So I was just like, well, how much do these guys make?
Probably not much.
I mean, if you're doing 28 shows a day, and it was cheap to get in, but it wasn't dirt cheap.
Right.
So, I mean, we paid $20 for a ticket, which was, we sat at the bar, we had the TV right in front of us, and you could see the ring perfect, but people were renting out booths. I think that's where more of the money was. But, I mean, the place was sold out. No one could get a ticket. And it's funny how many people hit me up afterwards. I didn't even know that was there. I go, honestly, I didn't either.
Yeah, I've never heard anything about it.
No.
So I don't know. It'd be an interesting take.
Yeah, I think I want to go next time. I got a little jealous while I was watching that on your stories. And my friend, Bianca, she's the manager there, and she told me that a while back. And I'm like, I don't know if I can go. I should have went. It was a Monday. I could fit it in my schedule.
Trust me, everybody was surprised I was leaving my house on a Monday night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For an 8 o'clock start time.
Very,
How
very
long did it
surprised.
last?
I was out of there 9:45 and saw everything.
So about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
Yep. It was good. And thoroughly entertained the whole time watching these guys out there.
Oh, it's pretty cool. Yeah. We're going next time, Dave. We're going. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Well, it sounds like you have an inside track, so, I mean, we shouldn't have a problem getting tickets.
The tickets aren't sold through the Charlie Horse.
Yeah, but I'm sure they
it's
have...
their own ticket thing.
I'll find out. I'll ask her if they plan on bringing that back, and if so, we'll have the heads
we'll get
up.
a jump on it, yeah. All right.
And maybe we'll get a booth.
We could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would love it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's
Probably
not that
wrong booth.
expensive.
Yes.
I think
Paul might be in on that.
I think the
Yeah.
booths were like $300.
Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah, grab
So-
whatever, 6 people, $50.
Yeah.
Not bad.
And you're
And
right.
then you have your own little
and
space.
trust me, if you sit in a booth, you're part of the show. They're fighting it for one of the guys, right?
I'll break a midget right through the table.
He had his. Oh, you're not allowed to touch him. One of the
Oh,
guys.
you can't touch. Okay.
So they made that clear, and one of the
I
guys.
didn't say that.
One of the guys, as he went through, he was like faking people out. So he's like, hey, what's happening? And pulling his hand back. When he pulled his hand back, the guy was like, hey. And immediately he was like, don't fucking touch me. And the couple of the bouncers stepped right up, like their own bouncers.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what? I am. It just didn't even mean it.
Were the bouncers also little people?
No.
No, the big people, yes.
But
they were
like,
the
some
opposite.
of the little people, I'm looking at them coming out. I go, you know what? I wouldn't mess with this one. You know, one of them was like 175, 4'11".
Oh, yeah, that's a piece. That's like Brock Lesnar. That's
To them.
yeah, that's a big boy.
So yeah, I mean, it was awesome. Just watching. One of the guys had a drink on his table, brand new drink. They put it down. They picked up the drink and smashed it over
Yeah.
another guy's head. It was cool.
We also love wrestling.
Yeah.
And it's just wrestling for little people.
So it's funny because you could tell there who liked wrestling, because when every once in a while they would pull off a actual really good wrestling move.
Like,
And you'd be like,
yeah.
like one of the guys jumped off and he caught him and
Wow.
like basically Stone Cold stunned him. One
Yeah.
thing, that's
Nice.
Oh yeah, it was good.
All right.
The little things that get Mike excited.
Oh, dude, it was. I mean, come on, it was awesome. And I didn't leave early. You know, we go to Bruins games all the time, and I'm like 10 minutes left. We're out of here.
Let's get out.
Well, it's also, you got an hour ride home from there. And
Yeah, this is great. It was shot right up the street.
Yeah.
So,
makes a difference.
I mean, and they really played to the crowd too. It was cool. It was cool. So
Yeah, I've gone to a wrestling, like a independent wrestling thing before, and they're a lot of fun. The crowd gets into it, so I imagine these guys are professionals. Like you said, they do 28 shows a month, which is crazy. So
and they go right into the crowd too.
Yeah.
Like it is pretty cool. They fought all the way around Barrett's Charlie Horse.
nice.
You know?
They'll fight right at our table, right into our booth.
One of them, there's like a little wall there that it's Barrett's wall. It's just it's the way they have a divider, and he threw the little guy right into it. The whole wall went. Wouldn't that be awesome if that just broke?
Mike Barrett would be
that wasn't
pissed.
a part
It'd
of
be
the
bullshit. Let me get my contractor back here. It's not little people proof.
So I had to buy myself a tank top, so just to commemorate the event.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a ton of cops there though, and they were really talking shit to all the cops. It was awesome. Yeah. But yeah, it was watching what they were saying back and forth. I'm just like, oh man, no wonder it's 21 plus. I could never bring my son to this.
Yeah,
It didn't get racial, which I was surprised.
it shouldn't.
Right, but you know you look at some of the crowd that's there.
A little white
and
trashy.
Yeah. Or
Here we are getting racial.
Well, and you see that, and they're firing back and forth, and like I'm like, oh, one of these, because they're getting drunk.
Yeah.
And like one of these guys is gonna slip up and say something, and I'm gonna be like, no, you ruined it for all of us.
Yeah, it just kills the night. Yeah. Well, that's good that nobody. You would hate to have someone cross a line like that.
No, but a lot of other lines were crossed, but it was cool.
But some lines are okay to cross, right? It's all in good fun. Once you go racial, it's like, yeah, that's not a good line to cross.
One of the guys came out all in a pimp outfit with like a bunch of girls, and it was pretty cool. And he looked just like one of the other wrestlers, and he had to like clarify. It was awesome.
Nice.
One of the guy came out with the Ultimate Warrior painted face.
I was going to ask if they stole like images from like other wrestlers.
They had the MWO, the Midget World Order.
Oh, That's
right,
the shirt I would get.
I tried.
Oh.
I go, that is a gold ticket right there.
the
They were sold
MWO.
out.
Oh.
So.
Same colors, the black and white?
Yeah, and they came out to their music, too. You know, and it was a whole group of them.
Oh, that's great.
A whole gaggle of them.
Oh, I love it.
You know, and they were, and one of the guys that was with the MWO was really good on the mic, and he was just slaying people. And it was so cool to see somebody. I mean, it looked like a little kid up there doing it, but it was just like, and I think that's might have what made it even better. So, I mean,
that's great. Oh, David, sounds like we missed out.
You did.
I usually don't like events, but I think that's something I would enjoy. We're going next time.
And a lot of people, they told me, they're like, oh, you went that's like, you can't. I go, no, like, this is what they do. Like, why am I going to feel bad about go watch it there straight out?
That's something that's irritating. People are like, I can't believe you went to that. Why?
Put it this way, those guys aren't going to be able to fight in the WWE. They're not going to be able to fight in a lot of these.
No.
So they have their own.
Yeah, absolutely. Back in the day, do you remember they had the Haiti Kid in
I
WWE?
remember the name.
They had a few, but didn't really last
and
that
we just
long.
watched one this weekend at one of the events. I forget which event it was. I think it was a TNN event or TNA event. If Ryan was on, he could help me out. But when the little guy came out and the big Osmosis there, you saw the memes.
I saw,
he picked him up and threw him up.
Holy crap!
So that's why they can't do that. That's why they have their own wrestling.
Yeah,
which is awesome. I mean,
all right.
I'm still blown away by how. Because I think it was more like the bar was set so low for me. I'm like, I'm going to go in there, watch these guys, you know, just happy I'm hanging out with my buddy, and we both walk away going,
time of our lives.
it was awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
Isn't that one of the rules of life? Is set the bar low?
You're right. I do that a lot with a lot of things.
Yeah.
Professionally, everywhere.
I was taught that at a young age as a first year apprentice pipe fitter. Set the bar low.
One of my wife's uncle told me that. You know what? You got to set the bar real low. You know, instead of set it real low when you're dating, so you don't have to go. All these people do these big, expensive things for Valentine's Day, this and that.
You're setting
and
the
you
tone.
always got to top it.
Yeah.
You got to keep the bar down here.
Wendy's.
Right.
Well, that's great advice, but I've kind of followed that my whole life.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah. So, if you want to roll with that segue, like how I did this of keeping the bar low, let's start with the New England Patriots. Nothing's in order on the bar.
Okay,
I was just throwing stuff up there because we didn't have a lot. But our New England Patriots, and what? So they're talking about Duggar, Jennings, Tavai, maybe out, maybe traded. You know, I know you're all crazy about Will Chisholm.
I'm not crazy about. I just said
Effing Chisholm.
pay it.
Effing Chisholm. I wrote Will Chisholm make the team, and then I rewrote
Right.
that.
Yeah. I was thinking Will Campbell.
I said, remember the name. I get he's a rookie. If he does make the team, great. It might not be it might be a couple of years down the road that you actually hear about him doing good things, but it's still, he looks really good. And I don't care who he's playing against. He looks really good.
Dave, he looks great playing against future pipe fitters and
No,
electricians.
he looks good against everyone he's been out against.
I mean, I haven't seen him pull those moves off the first team. They're
He
all
has in
highlights.
his all their little scrimmages in the scrimmaging the Vikings and the Commanders. He's played against better players. He
guys that aren't going to be on the teams. They're not going to be on an NFL roster. Dave, I agree. His highlights look great. He is a workhorse.
Like I said, it's not about it's more about the effort.
Who are they getting rid
the
of?
enthusiasm.
He's going to make the
find
team.
a spot
He's
for
going to
him.
make the team.
They'll find a spot for him.
Only way he can make the team is if he's on special teams or they trade Bourne.
I don't think Bourne's going to make the team.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
think
not
Colts
sure.
going to make the team. I think his skill set is exactly what Josh McDaniels likes to use, and nobody else can do that.
Right.
There are other guys in the league that are much better at that. They're probably a little bit faster, maybe a little bit taller. We don't have enough. Douglas can't do that. He's a Walmart version of Edelman and Welker. And
You got Diggs, Booty, Douglas, Matt Collins. They're going to keep Baker, and they're going to keep Bourne. Unless
I
Bourne
don't
is
think they're
traded.
going to keep Bourne, and I think they're going to keep Mac. What's his last name?
That's what I said.
Hollins.
Hollins.
Mike's favorite guy.
I think he's going to be
Douglas, Diggs, Booty.
I think he's going to be third tight end / wide receiver.
No, Matt Collins would be straight wide receiver.
Right. But they're only going to keep 2 tight ends.
So
So that's another. So that's another spot on the roster.
They're going to keep Bell.
Who?
Jaheim Bell?
No, they're not.
No? Okay. Who else they got? Jack Westover?
No. He's going to make the team.
They're going to keep Hunter Henry and Austin Hooper.
Yes, and then because they're not keeping a third tight end, because I think is it Hollins or Hollis? Hollins can kind of play that, so that opens up another wide receiver spot as well. I think he's going to make
Who's
the team.
the other receiver that they drafted? Kyle Williams.
He's going to make it.
He's going to make it. So right now you got.
All right.
If you don't put him to tight end, you're keeping 8 wide receivers.
No.
Diggs, the other rookie, Douglas, Booty, Mac Hollins. Bourne is here unless he gets traded.
I don't think Bourne. I think
and
Bourne's
they're
going to
keeping
get.
Baker.
Yeah, if Baker
There's
makes
7.
Baker makes a team as a special teams guy.
Bourne is McDaniel's guy.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to make it. And another thing that might help.
We'll find out next week.
I think another thing
we're
that will
going to
help
find
is
out,
there's a
but-
chance Diggs doesn't start the season, so that opens up another.
They'd have to put him on PUP or injured reserve.
And that's what, 4 weeks?
Yeah.
4 weeks. All right. So I think he's going to make it. Whether they use him or not, I don't know. I feel like McDaniels wants that type of guy that can do that, and nobody else on this team can do that.
No, you don't see too many guys in the league that can.
Berrios did that. They drafted him a while back.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he makes the team. I think they're really excited about the effort he puts in. I'm not looking for this guy to make the team and then go out and catch, 15 touchdowns and have, 90 catches.
Right.
Just for him to make the team as an undrafted rookie would be a pretty big step for him.
And I get it. Like, Melissa chimes in. Chisholm has done too much to put him on the practice squad. Jake chimes in. Chisholm signed a 3-year deal with the Pats after the draft, not your typical free agent. But it's just, I understand what everyone wants. He looks good. Realistically, looking at this team, they're not parting ways with those guys. And if Bourne gets traded away...
I don't think he has any value.
But if he does,
100%.
Now he's making the team. Like, Bourne is that key piece that has to move.
Yeah. I think
For
he
him
gets
to
cut.
go.
I think he gets cut.
And then you got Polk and Baker, who
Polk,
aren't really...
I don't think is gone, but I think
got
they
hurt.
keep
I think
Baker.
he's going to get cut. I
Yeah.
think Baker, they said Baker's probably going to stay because he's been playing well on special teams.
Yeah.
Chisholm can't be on the practice squad because in order to be on the practice squad, you have to clear waivers amongst all the 30 teams.
Right.
Somebody's going to pick him up. He's had a very good camp.
And that's another reason why they don't cut him, is they don't want him ending up on another
If
team.
they could get him on the practice squad, they would. I don't think they feel like they can.
And Jake, I agree with you here. Realistically, the whole Patriots wide receiver room is expendable.
Yeah.
With the exception of Diggs and Williams, maybe Mac Hollins.
I hate Matt Collins. Hate's a strong word. I
Yeah.
shouldn't say that.
Do you hate him because of his skill set or the fact that he walks in barefoot?
Mostly the barefoot.
His
holistic,
antics?
his holistic lifestyle.
No,
Yeah, his antics,
Mike's a shoe guy, so he doesn't wear
I
shoes.
see them all.
No, and I don't
know?
think he's that great. And I only say this because I've been burned by him in fantasy years after years
that's the
after
worst.
years. Where he'll have a great game and everyone's like, "Look at this guy, awesome!"
Yeah.
And then he comes out and he can't catch a ball to save his life. He's
Yeah.
got balls going off his helmet. I'll never forget. For the Raiders game, I had him. And I forget what it was. I needed a touchdown or whatever. All of a sudden, Matt Collins is screaming down the field. And they friggin' Derek Carr throws it to him. I go, here we go. I'm finally going to win. Collins didn't even turn around. The ball hit him on the back of the helmet.
Yeah.
Very aware.
Yeah.
And that's where the slide started for me with Matt Collins.
Yeah. It's tough when you
Mike
have a guy.
lost a fantasy game. So
No, but he's right, because I've been burnt with guys on fantasy, and even the next year when it comes to draft them, even if it's good value, I'm like, I'm done with this guy.
No, and
Don't want anything to do with him.
And I hate because I listen to some shows and they're all against fantasy, this and that. So I go, no, it makes you more invested in the game.
What's wrong with fantasy sports?
Fantasy sports, to me, not only does it make you more invested in the game, it makes you pay attention to stuff that you normally would
makes
not
you way
pay
more
attention
knowledgeable about the sport.
to. 100%.
People just hate on everything.
Yeah. Look
remember
at
what we
how
used-
much knowledge Dave has picked up in the past couple of years since he started playing fantasy football.
Seriously.
I started last year was my first time.
And you had an amazing football season last year. You brought a lot to the table.
Could have been better. Some people blocked a trade that I wanted to do, and my team would have been better.
All right, enough fantasy talk, Justin.
Yeah. Dungeons and Dragons for people who like sports.
So I wonder if Chisholm starts this week, because they usually don't play a lot of the starters week 3. That'll be interesting.
You know what's funny is I think things are starting to change because of the short.
Maybe.
A lot of players, like the Kansas City Chiefs, already said they're starting their team. They're playing their starters.
Really?
A lot of teams have come out and say we're playing starters or this and that. I go, I think you need to, because so many times over the past couple of years of the NFL seasons, you start off and it's duds after duds.
Slow starts.
Look at the Bengals last year,
Losing
forever notorious bad starters because they rested everybody. And Chase has played. Burrow has played. They were like, oh, you know what? Maybe we should start to take the beginning of the season a little more seriously so we're not missing the playoffs by one game.
Well, if that's the case, then tomorrow night should be pretty fun to watch, right? If
Hopefully.
Drake May's playing and if the guys are playing.
I'd like to see him play more than one series.
I'll be fine. Yes. 100%
A
as a
little
football
bit.
fan, I want to.
Unless he's, running around, getting chased around, getting sacked, then all right, get him out of there. But let him play a little bit. Let's see a little bit of flow.
Yeah.
And he's gone in for one series in both games and drove down the field to score, which is great. But I don't know. I want to see a little bit
And
more.
it's a completely new offense with a lot of new pieces.
Yeah.
You would think getting
I
them
want to
out
see
there.
more Travion Henderson. I want to see, you know what? I want to see this guy Chisholm with the first team.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
I'd like to see that too.
So I don't want to see him catching balls from.
Josh Dobbs.
Yeah.
I
against
really
me.
don't. I don't need
Me
to
trying
see.
to cover him. Yeah, I'm
I
not
don't
good
need to
covering
see
the
Josh
slot.
Dobbs anymore.
Yeah.
I've had enough of that guy already. But
Hey,
the
hopefully we won't see him at
Yeah.
all this year.
the Bengals had Burrow out there, and he was getting chased around. Looked like he got killed the other night.
By his own teammate.
No, that was at practice.
Yeah.
No, this was a game. He running around like he had no one blocking for him, and then 3 guys tackled him around the goal line. That's like
I want more of it.
that's your season right there. That's your franchise.
Yeah, big money too, right? Makes like $60 million.
He goes down, you might as well cancel the Bengals season.
Isn't that always been their thing? Their offensive line has been terrible.
Oh yeah,
Jason Imlach chimes in at least a quarter. I think all of us would love to see.
I'll take a full quarter.
I would love to
I'd love
see
to
that. Yeah,
see a half.
Yeah. I think you need to get ready for week 1 with
You
this
know what's
team.
going to happen? They're not going to play him at all.
I know.
They're not going to play him at all. It'll be your boy Dobbs.
It is Vrabel. Vrabel has played his
I hope
guys.
so. I hope so.
And but this team's not ready.
No.
I don't want to.
no, and after what we went through last year, you can't go into the season thinking like the first month is still kind of a extension of the preseason. Like no, win games and do something in the first month. If other teams aren't going to show up, then you should be to get those easy wins. And their schedule seems to be considered one of the weak ones this year. So there's a chance that they could win 10, 11 games. But if you come out in the first month and you're still playing
you better get off to a
preseason-
good start.
right? So take advantage of the teams that do get off to a slow start,
Right.
like the Bengals, like you did last year.
I can see 9-10 wins. I can also see 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I'm a little
yeah,
nervous.
I mean,
I'd love
it
to
could-
see 9, even 9. Give me
mean,
9 and 8. Keep us.
The way this offensive line has looked, I mean, knock on wood, if May goes down
I think it's going to be heavy on the run.
and
and
jump
I-
passes. Well,
And that's where
Yeah.
Chisholm, I think, is going to be a piece.
That's
It's
where
going to
he
be
fits.
run and get open quick.
I think you're going to see a lot of Demario Douglas.
I don't think we haven't.
He's
really-
solidified his spot. He
Yeah.
has.
I thought he would have taken a bump up last year, and he didn't. He got worse.
I think everybody got worse.
Yeah,
last
yeah,
year.
and it might not have all been his fault. You're
I
right.
don't
The
think we
offensive
can
line
judge
was terrible.
anything
You're right.
last
You're right. You're right. You're right.
I feel like if this team starts out like 1-3,
Oh,
0-4, Vrabel's going to put the pads on in practice and go out there and beat the piss out of some people.
yeah. I don't think this fan base can do another 4-13 season.
No, and I mean, obviously it's who the hell knows? But I feel like we're in for a better season.
I feel that. I just hope they don't get off to a rough start, and then all of a sudden we're another year of 5-12 or whatever. I hope not. It just feels like it's been forever.
Melissa chimes in. Diggs, Douglas, and Williams Hollins are the starting three. Yep, 100%.
Diggs,
Douglas, and either Williams or Hollins.
Douglas, yeah.
All guys have looked good.
The thing with Diggs and Douglas, you need like an outside guy. Diggs does a little
Williams and Hollins are the outside guys.
Williams, yeah.
Hollins is not an inside guy.
No.
He is a guy that you just say run down the field.
Yeah.
Just run, Forrest, run.
I think it would be ideal for Williams because he's got a little bit more speed to kind of spread the defense. I think they're going to power run. I think they're going to run a lot.
And you see a lot of dump passes.
A lot of dump passes, and you got 3 running backs that I feel they can all run, and hopefully Stevenson doesn't fumble, and I think Vrabel's going to use that. And I think it's, when you have a weak offensive line, it's easier to run block than to pass block. I think they're just going to run. Yeah. Which could lead to shortening the game. It could lead to 20-17 games, which I think...
Use that run with Will Campbell as, where he's an aggressive tackle, as we've heard. I mean, you've seen some of it on these run plays. He beats the piss out of some of these defensive linebackers.
Only in the practices, though. When we've seen these 2 games.
I've seen some of this in the games.
There are a few highlights in the game. He plays right
through the whistle.
Right into the whistle. Maybe
right on
after
the edge.
The whistle. Yeah.
Yeah. He's on the edge, and I feel like that's where this offensive line needs to kind of, like I said, beat up on the other team during the run game, and it might help them out a little bit
100%
when they have to do their pass blocking. And
then it opens up the play action pass. It makes things a little bit easier.
Yeah.
All right, let's go a little bit more around the NFL with
big news.
My favorite story of the week is Daniel Jones takes the Colts starting job away from Anthony Richardson.
I saw that.
Anthony Richardson, don't forget, also said that the NFL was easier than college.
Yeah, I found out the other day he's only 23, I believe.
Can I give you the rundown or this? So
he's very young.
So he is younger than Shedeur Sanders, younger than Will Howard, younger than Dylan Gabriel, younger than Caleb Williams, younger than Bo Nix, younger than Michael Penix Jr., younger than some other guy that I don't know, and the Colts already gave up on him.
Well, I don't know if they gave up on him. Maybe they just feel like he's not developed yet. But they drafted him they shouldn't have drafted him 4 overall. He wasn't a polished quarterback.
No,
he's not even close.
Played.
He's more of a running back. Yeah. So they drafted him number 4 overall, and he's still young.
Because the media said he was a top 5 pick.
Right.
Basically.
They fell for the hype, and now they have Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
I mean, first round pick, right?
And number 6 overall, I believe. I think he was 6 overall.
I want to hear the hot take. I think Daniel Jones will win them some games next year. I think between Taylor and the rest of they have a few good wide receivers over there. Joshua Dobbs
and the tight end they just drafted.
You know how every when you're in high school, everybody has that one girl that they like that's not super hot, and they don't tell anybody, I kind of have a crush on that girl, but no one else thinks she's good looking. That's how I feel about Daniel Jones. I've always kind of liked him. I like his ability to run. I feel like he has a cannon of an arm. And then when I mention it, everybody makes fun of me. Kind of like the girl that we all liked in high school. You're not supposed to tell your friends because then they're going to pick on you and everyone's going to tell someone else.
Yeah.
But I've always kind of liked Daniel Jones. He's just erratic.
He's got Michael Pittman Jr., Josh Downs, and Alec Pierce to throw it to. And not forget Tyler Warren and Mo Alley Cox as their tight ends.
Yeah.
And you have one of the best running backs of the game.
And he's a great athlete, too.
Yes, I still
Who's
remember.
The Penn State tight end they drafted?
Tyler Warren.
Okay, yeah.
So
he's got weapons, and
that's it. And Richardson couldn't do anything with those guys.
Yeah. I don't know. I could have told you at the draft when he had that year, he's not worth drafting.
Maybe not 4 overall, maybe a late first-round pick as a gamble.
I don't even know about first round. If you're taking him 5th or 6th, Shedeur Sanders style, you know, see what this kid can do maybe in a few years, let him learn. But I don't know. I feel like he kind of sucks.
Yeah.
If you're a Colts fan, you've been nothing but disappointed the last couple of years.
So the Indianapolis Colts have an over-under of 7.5 wins for the 2025 NFL season with Daniel Jones. What do they know that we don't?
7. Well, they won games last year, right?
Yeah. So I am going to go out on a limb.
And go over?
And I'm going to go Daniel Jones wins 8 games for the Indianapolis Colts. And now I get it. An injury can change anything.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. They won games last year with guys going in and out. Flacco last year, don't forget.
I love Flacco. Flacco knows how to win.
You got 3 wide receivers who can catch the ball. You get Daniel. What did Daniel Jones have to throw to when he was in New York? Sterling Shepard, James Jr., Tooney.
And I mean,
like he had nothing to throw to.
Daniel Jones wasn't horrible when he had Barkley in the backfield. That obviously changes your game. Well, now he has Jonathan Taylor.
Right.
So that's huge for a quarterback to have a star running back like that.
I think sometimes, too, we forget how young these guys are.
Do you guys know how many wins the Colts had last year?
They were almost a playoff team.
I think I want to say about 8 or 9.
They had 8 wins last year.
Yeah. They won games.
I mean, they're in a division with the Jaguars, Houston. I mean, they're not. I don't know that they can beat Houston, but the Jags are not so far not anything.
Yeah, sad.
Yeah.
So we get a couple. Melissa chimes in. Anthony Richardson only played 13 games before he was drafted. Chris Anderson. He needs more training. He has potential, but I think he's not ready for the big league, 100%. And Jacob Jaiman chimes in. He knows why Dave doesn't like him. And Todd believes it's because of his tan, Jake. Tan ankle.
David!
I don't know why I get this reputation.
Probably because you're a hockey fan.
8 wins, Chris. Yep, Anderson, 8 wins, 100%. I think he can do it. I think it's plus Daniel Jones, and this is the other thing that I like about him this year, is he's out to prove himself.
Right.
And he's one of those guys that puts in the work.
And he's still young, right? I think we forget, 26 is not old. I don't know how old he is, 26, 27. We just saw Sam Darnold develop.
Yeah.
So there's going to be other guys that don't pan out when they're 22, 23. The team gets rid of them, and then all of a sudden they get a second life on a different team. I mean, we saw Baker Mayfield, right? Go to a few different teams. Right. He was waived. He was cut. So I don't know. Maybe there's some life left in Daniel Jones.
Well,
I'd like to see it.
There's guys in the past that have come in later in their career.
Geno Smith.
And been good. Yeah, Geno Smith is another one.
Rich Gannon, remember?
Yeah, Rich Gannon was one of the ones I was thinking of, off the top of my head. He kind of was a backup for a long time.
Right.
And then, I don't know, he got the job with the Raiders. And
stud, almost MVP, right?
Yeah, he was unreal for a couple of years. It depends on your coaching and, the situation you end up in as well. I mean...
Right. Is it a good system for you?
Baker Mayfield was in Cleveland, which is, death to any quarterback. He went to Carolina. That's another one.
And he was there with Sam Darnold. They were both there.
Yeah.
And then they both took off, and they both did well.
Right. So it's, if one of those guys was to step into the Rams, you've got a great coach there, a great system. You got some, good receivers, running backs. It changes a guy's
100%.
Can change a guy's career.
And
so
one of the biggest things that can change a quarterback's career is the offensive line.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Melissa chimed in, and he's right. The Giants had one of the worst offensive lines when he was there, and the Colts have one of the best offensive lines.
Okay.
So with Quentin Nelson, Bernard Ram, Brian Kelly, Will Fries, Braden Smith. They have a good. Offensive line.
We'll take your word for it. I don't know who any of those guys are.
Right.
But we'll take your word.
What's his name? Quentin Johnson. I just completely destroyed
offensive lineman.
That
yeah.
name. Quentin Nelson. Quentin Nelson.
Yeah.
The best offensive lines in the game.
I know all these offensive linemen in the league.
I don't really study offensive
Dave, you
linemen.
see how I looked this stuff up real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
So we're rooting for the Colts to win 8 games.
Yes.
What do we think of the Pats are going to win? Dave has them at 17.
No, that's Paul.
Hopefully have Paul Connors.
All right,
on in
we'll
a
have
couple
Paul
weeks.
next week.
I'm going to reach out, hopefully get him back before the start of the season. He will have 17 wins.
Yes.
Realistically, and you know what? Let's wait till next week.
All right.
Let's wait
Fair
till
enough.
next week.
And you know what? We
give
get to
our
watch
projections.
tomorrow night.
Right. That's
and
what I'm
see
saying.
what that looks like.
Yeah.
And we'll see Chisholm tear it up.
We'll have to put the schedule up on the board so that we can go through.
All right, that's a good idea. So we'll do that next week.
Melissa chimed in. Baker played for the Rams, which got him on
He did.
Tampa.
He did.
I played for the Rams, then he went to Carolina, and then he went to Tampa.
Yep. Yeah, because he was on both of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know which one he did first.
Yeah, I don't know which one he did first either.
Chat GPT.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't. He's playing.
Oh, no. He went Cleveland to Carolina to the Rams to Tampa Bay.
That's what I
right.
thought.
Yes, because he had... Wow, I didn't realize that. For that Carolina team, he had 1,300 yards in
How many games?
passing yards. He only played a couple games.
Yeah.
You know, and in
I always liked Baker.
in LA, he still had 850. This is a dual season, 2022.
Yeah, and I remember Stafford got hurt, right?
Yep, and then he played in Tampa Bay. He's now in 2 years, almost 9,000 yards.
I kind of wanted the Pats to sign him. I always liked him.
I forgot he had 41 touchdowns, Baker Mayfield, last year.
He had a good year.
41 touchdowns, 16 interceptions, 106 QB rating last year.
No, that was the number one pick overall by Cleveland. They gave up on him. So that's another story of a quarterback.
They gave up on him because of Odell Beckham Jr. and Odell Beckham Jr.'s father.
How'd that work out for them? Not good.
Wonderful.
Yeah, now they have 17 quarterbacks. One of them's in jail.
And Joe Flacco starting. Starting quarterback. Which leads me to my next thing, Ryan Clark. Can't stand this guy.
That's ESPN.
Ryan Clark, yes, another one of ESPN's top talent, has called out the Browns for being racist for Flacco starting.
So the fact that they're starting a 40-year-old that has experience, that knows how to win games over two kids.
So he said, once again, I have to explain to my kids that an extremely talented black quarterback is losing his job to a white man purely because of racism. Remember a few years ago when we had "End Racism" written on helmets in end zones? How's that going?
So is he talking about Sanders?
Yeah.
Because the quarterback that they drafted before Sanders actually looked just as good, in my opinion, looked even better. I saw him throw. He looked very polished out there.
We were all talking about Sanders, but Sanders is not ready.
And
their best choice is Flacco, go. Sanders, sit and learn.
Yeah, and the quarterback that they drafted ahead of Sanders looked pretty damn good, too, in that preseason game.
Dylan Gabriel. Right?
Yes, he looked pretty good. He's got a cannon.
Yeah, he was picked in the first or second round. Late first? It was
Not sure.
But obviously they saw something there. This whole thing. I mean, the Browns brought Deshaun Watson in. They traded away all kinds of shit to get him, and then they paid him
millions upon millions of dollars.
Yeah,
and now they're racist because they're starting Joe Flacco.
And let's not forget, Melissa chimes in. Flacco played for Cleveland 2 years prior and was the comeback player of the year.
It took him to the playoffs.
Yeah,
I love Joe Flacco. He just knows how to win.
Ryan Clark, you are racist.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
A moron.
And this isn't the first time he said something like that.
Maybe that's his thing to get attention or whatever.
Rage bait. I'm like, come on, ESPN, do better. Actually, the ESPN will not do better. They suck. They're going to destroy everything by letting guys like Ryan Clark run their mouth.
Yeah.
I want Shadur Sanders to eventually win that spot. I don't want it to be given to him yet. He's not that good right now. He is a very raw.
Very raw.
Yeah, he's a very raw quarterback right now.
Even behind Flacco, there's another guy, right? Kenny
Pickett, little hands.
Yeah,
Walker Jr. hands.
Right, but he's still gonna play ahead of Sanders.
I don't know that he will. I don't know.
No?
You're not going to carry 4 quarterbacks or 5 quarterbacks.
So it's going to be Flacco, Gabriel, and Sanders?
I would think so. Because where are you going? Where are you going with Kenny Pickett, though?
No, Kenny Pickett will be the number 2 and that's only because if they have an injury, you don't want to bring in Sanders. Like that's how it goes. It's usually we had that last year at one point.
I think the other guy's ahead of Sanders on the depth chart.
But you want Kenny Pickett as your number 2.
Yeah.
Strictly because if he gets injured mid-game, you want somebody who's been in the NFL to come out. You don't want to just throw a rookie out there.
Right. I don't think they really do rookie backups. It's usually like shitty veterans.
Because the reason is simple as that. And then if he's injured again, so then let's just say Joe Flacco gets injured week 1. You have Kenny Pickett come out, you have him finish off the game, and then now, game 2, if Flacco's still hurt, you can go to Sanders.
Yes. And
You don't want to go to Sanders mid-game or Dylan Gabriel mid-game.
Right.
You want to let them have a week to prepare and get out there.
I think unless they trade Kenny Pickett, is it Kenny Pickett?
Yes.
That's a Pittsburgh guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he went to Philly.
Okay.
Won a Super Bowl.
Unless you trade him, you're going to have to carry 4 quarterbacks, which is weird.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to the practice squad.
No.
Yeah. Is Watson out the whole year?
I don't know what Watson's deal is.
He's I mean, at this point,
Is he
pretty
on
much cut ties with
NFL
him.
leave or something?
I don't know.
Is he hurt? He got hurt, right?
Injury. Yeah.
It's weird. Every time the camera pans to him, he's getting stretched out.
Yeah. He's
but
always pointing to his crotch, too. It's like,
those guys got to be getting hazard pay.
Yeah.
Cleveland's at a point right now where they're not rebuilding, so they don't want a rookie quarterback. They want to win now. Like a lot of those players, they've got a decent team. Their defense is solid. They've got a good running game. I feel like they're a quarterback away from actually winning some games. They just can't get it right.
Chris brings a good point. Well, look at Brady. Pats had no idea what they had until he jumped right in. So, Melissa chimes in. Also, the kids are rookies. So, what happened to starting veteran quarterbacks first half of the season, then bring in the rookie?
And then if you're 3-5, whatever, then bring in the rookie. Yeah.
Nobody was saying last year the Patriots were racist by starting Brissett over May.
Yeah. No. Where were you then, Ryan Clark? Yeah.
Making the white guy sit on the bench.
I'm sure he came out after Drake May got thrown in there and said some stuff.
Patriots are racist.
Yeah.
I mean, they are a New England team.
Unbelievable that Brissett can only score 7 points a game, and you're going to switch to another guy.
So, what do you want? I had this big ESPN rant, but I don't feel like getting into it.
All right, let's skip it.
You got Lucic maybe getting another chance in the NHL.
Okay.
You know, only had
Luch?
2. Yeah, I mean, right, it's 3 strikes, you're out. So he's only been twice now. He's been in trouble for beating his girlfriend?
Yeah,
His wife?
he shouldn't get
Once.
another you shouldn't get another chance.
It was once.
I don't know.
Allegedly.
I don't know why people get like. Once you do that, you shouldn't get another chance. That's it. That was like that one mistake should cost you forever.
And I honestly, with Lucic, I love the guy. I loved him as a Bruin, but he's older. He's been out of the league for a while now. The NHL is not something that you just take a few years off and step back in and you're
But
good.
regardless, I don't know. I feel like if you put your hands on a woman, then you know what? As a league commissioner, I don't think I'd want anything to do with you.
I'm surprised that he has an opportunity.
It's been twice, Dave. 2011 and 2023.
Oh, so it wasn't a fluke.
Because we went on a rant last year about it.
Yeah,
You know why you didn't hear about it in 11?
because they won.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how that works. Can we talk about the Red Sox because they're playing?
Oh, I always forget about the Red Sox.
They're the only team in season right now, and they're having a good season.
They've lost 3 straight.
I know.
3-7 in their last 10.
I know. I feel like
Meyer is out for the season. Duran's back to fighting fans again.
Yeah. Is this water finding its level?
I hope not. We got a big series coming up where we get our number 1, 2, and 3 going against the Yankees.
All right.
So,
And that starts tomorrow night, I believe, right? Is it a 4-game series?
does it start Friday night?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe? Because they're not playing today.
No. They wouldn't be playing today anyways because of the rain.
But like Mike said,
It might be a
They've been-
4-game series.
last week we were, had some positives to talk about.
Yeah.
This week there's nothing really positive to talk
Yeah, it's
about.
4-game series. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay, this is
Top of the rotation going.
and I believe the Yankees have passed them in the wild card. I believe it's the Yankees,
Dave, I'll look it
Mariners,
up.
Get that,
and
Mike.
Red Sox.
Get after that.
Mariners have lost, I think, 8 straight now.
Wow.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, no, Mariners have lost 5 straight.
Okay.
I'm way
Yeah.
off with my stuff today.
Way
they're,
off.
They're 3-7 in their last 10.
But so are we.
Yeah.
But I think it's the Mariners, Yankees, and then the Red Sox having the final wild card spot. So that changed from last
Yep,
week.
right
We
now-
were the first one.
Yep, we're a half game back in New York. Seattle has got the 3rd right now. Kansas City, who's red hot right now, is a couple games back, and then Cleveland.
Yeah, so those are the only 2 teams with a chance to catch the Red Sox. It's KC and Cleveland.
Right.
So hopefully we can hold them off.
we got to come out big this weekend.
Yeah, or at least split. At least split.
Duran's got to keep his head on. Duran, you can't be fighting with fans. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Block
you have
him
your
out.
mental issues and stuff like that. But what's going to happen?
Don't we all?
If you get to the playoffs, right? Let's just say they squeak in the playoffs. These fans are ruthless. If you can't handle a fan at home in Fenway when you strike out,
What about New York?
what's going to happen if you go to New York?
Yankee
What's going to happen if
Stadium.
they're a one-game playoff against the Yankees?
And they already know what to say to him to get him going. Come on, man, grow up.
I am a Duran fan. I
am
like
too,
Duran.
but
when I saw that,
can't.
when I woke up this morning, because I didn't see the game last night, and I woke up and saw that, I go, dude, you gotta be kidding me, guy. What are we doing?
You can't listen to the noise. You know?
And even more with last night, Chris brings up, I mean, how many times did we have the bases loaded and not bring anybody in? And then that play, when we could have scored and we held up, and they would say, well, that was our game plan. We weren't going to test his arm.
Predetermined.
And then I was listening to the stats. He's only thrown out one base runner.
Yeah, sometimes if you have a good arm, that was a terrible throw, by the way. Sometimes if you have a good arm, they don't run on you.
And then they looked at the...
He was 1 for 1.
He was one. Yeah, well,
One guy ran on him. He threw him out.
Yeah,
All
no,
right, we're not going to run on him anymore.
yeah. Sometimes, I mean, he made a terrible throw. That guy could have walked home. And maybe the base runner could have done a better job of watching it to kind of knowing that you're not going to score, watching it to see it off angle because that thing wasn't even close. I think if you bunt the guy over to third, anything in question,
prior, right?
yeah. So anything questionable, you send the guy, right? Why do you bunt him over to third to hold him on a sac fly? I would have taken the chance, especially because you're struggling to score runs. I would have taken the chance.
He was coaching to not lose last night.
Yeah. Well, guess what? They lost.
Right? You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't that...
Yeah.
Cora, I think, to me, this whole time, not this season, but his bread and butter before, he was always coaching to win.
Yeah.
He'd always try to put people in the right position. Every game where they lost, it was like, oh, he would have got thrown out at home. Like, he was coaching to try to win the games. And last night, after blowing everything, they didn't want to lose the series. They were trying to play it safe, and they got bit in the ass and blew it.
Yeah.
And you drop now 3 straight games. You're burning out Chapman. What was it? The other night, Friday night, when he had to come in and bail them out and win. And then the next night, they couldn't use him, and we blew that other game to the Florida Marlins, Miami Marlins.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. It's just right now, I look at this game, and I know the young guys that we have, but I blame it on Cora. These last couple losses have been Cora blunders.
I don't think Cora's had a great year managing the team. I also kind of blame ownership in like the GM because all these other teams went out and got other pieces.
You can't right now because he has the pieces. We've proven we can win. I'm not saying he has World Series caliber guys, but he has good players out there. These past couple games were managerial losses.
Yeah, but if you have better players, they put your team.
No, but he's still making the same plays if they have better players.
Well, maybe you're up 3-1 and not. You know,
we were up, didn't we? Blow the game.
But they're managing the team just like he's managing them on the field. They didn't want to go out and try to hit a home run with a trade and grab a stud. They went for, well, that guy's like a
mediocre pieces.
Yeah, mediocre.
Little
no one else really wants him, so we could probably get him on the cheap. You know, they didn't want to give up anything to really become a contender. And we talked about it weeks ago with the pitcher from Minnesota. That would have been a home run.
Yep.
You get him, and now you've got him and Crochet.
Dustin Mays looked pretty good.
And that's fine, but I'm just saying, like, they didn't want to part ways with some pieces that would have brought in a huge piece.
Right.
So that's what they're doing. This management team, the ownership, that's what they want to do. And it seems like Cora's kind of doing that on the field now, and just kind of managing to maybe get a wild card spot, not aiming higher. So if you wanted to aim high and try to possibly win that division, you would have made bigger trades at the deadline. They didn't do it, so here we are. I hope we get a wild card spot. Yeah, well, great.
Yeah.
And I get it. You get in the playoffs, anything can happen. I get it. But they just Crochet is like your stud. You're almost guaranteed a win when he goes out there. I don't want to say,
I don't know, I just
guaranteed,
lost
but
the other day with him.
right. But your best chance to win a game is with him. Other guys, you kind of roll on the dice. You feel really confident with him on the field.
Right.
But if you had gotten another starter like Ryan, maybe they go into the playoffs. You get that wild card win, so you can get to the next.
Yeah, the first round is 3 games.
Yeah.
So you go Crochet and Ryan.
Right. You win that.
And you still get in May, and you got.
Yeah, and you have Bayo and Giolito pitching well. It's pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So we're running up against it. Bob chimes in on something that I completely forgot about that I did want to talk about, and with Rob Manfred hinting about expansion in the MLB.
I think the Red Sox would hate this.
Yes, but I don't understand how we have teams that don't have homes, and we're talking about expansion. You got Tampa Bay up in there. You got Oakland and Sacramento. Granted, they're going to Vegas.
Well, they're going to Vegas, and Tampa Bay, they lost their stadium because of the roof, right? The hurricane.
Yeah.
So they'll have a home in like 2 years, I think.
You get teams across the board not selling out games. And
Right.
we're talking about
I know.
I mean, Manfred's probably one of the worst
seems like
commissioners or whatever he's called. He's kind of like almost ruined baseball in the years he's been in there. We've talked about this multiple times with his lack of marketing and all this other stuff. He's kind of horrible at this, and I feel like the guy that runs the NBA is right up there with him as not being
the guy that runs the WNBA is up there. Well,
not Adam Silver. Adam Silver still got a good product.
I think Adam Silver. No, the NBA is a good
on that one.
The NBA is a good product because people like basketball, not because of what he's done.
It's marketed well. It's a global.
It's not. It's nothing he's done. It's because people like basketball. He's trying to copy.
People love baseball. Baseball was America's pastime.
It was, and it's fallen off big time. And he's a big reason for it.
The NBA was not thought of. NBA wasn't even in the top 3 at one point.
That's always been a big one.
It went baseball, football, and then depending what market you went on, a lot of them were hockey for a long time, and basketball was a 4th. And then they were a distant
hockey
3rd.
Into that. Yeah, the hockey's always been 4 on that list, but I feel like the NBA could be bigger if they had someone smarter running it. MLB wouldn't have lost so much fans over the last whatever it's been. I don't even know how many years. If
20.
they had someone else running it. This guy just
I don't think you realize how big the NBA is. Like
it's
social
huge.
media platforms, they blow everybody out of the water.
I realize how big it is.
They are
it's not
absolutely
because
massive.
of. It's not because of Adam Silver.
What's it because of?
Because of the players and just
how they're marketed?
basketball in general.
It's not a good product, and it's still marketing well and crushing.
He's terrible. The guy's terrible. So Manfred's terrible.
But I did see the American League East, or whatever they would call it. That would be the Phillies, who spend a ton of money, the Yankees, who spend a ton of money, the Mets, who spend more money than pretty much everyone besides the Dodgers,
and then the Tampa Bay Rays. Oh, you mean the Boston Red Sox?
The Boston Red Sox, who their motto is, how little money do we have to spend and still win 84 games?
And who's injured? Because we'll take them.
Yeah, we'll take it. Yeah. Who's
Tommy John? Tommy John's for us.
Who got waived? Because you look at that lineup, Toro was waived. Romy Gonzalez was waived by the White Sox. And now Nathaniel Lowe waived. And they're just doing kind of what the Patriots used to do, just pick people up on the cheap.
Bob chimes in, I feel that the owners want someone like Manfred. Yeah, I mean, these owners have got away with murder in that league forever. They were rewarded for spending nothing. I mean, why wouldn't you want a guy like that?
Yeah. They should have a baseline of what you should spend. Like the Red Sox should be spending top 5 in baseball every year. If you're making top 5, you should be spending top 5. You know, and they frustrate me. Because they have fans that care. They have a team that's out there playing hard, but unfortunately they don't have as much talent as the other teams.
No. It's aggravating. Hey, we just picked up Nathaniel Lowe.
Yeah. It's better than Toro. Better than Toro. No.
All right, well, another great show.
All right.
Let's call it quits. And next week, we are going to be... next week's football heavy, right? No.
When does we?
2 weeks. Two Thursdays from now.
Okay.
It starts the Thursday after Labor Day. So
All right.
we have 2 shows.
All right.
So hopefully we'll get Paulie in one of these 2 shows. And,
Sounds good. And then we'll do our previews and all that.
And he can be overly optimistic and spread joy to everybody across
17-0.
15-2.
All right, check you later.